yo, it's the Gemini Trader. Charts go up, charts go down.
Hey folks, this is Zane from the Gemini Trader. Let's mark our US30 chart for the coming week. So we are recovering from the tariffs since President Donald Trump made a pause, put a 90 days pause on tariffs. So the US stock market is recovering right now. So what we're going to do, we will start off by marking. First of all, I want to mark this. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is the last week of April, so we got to be really careful how we're going to end this month because the end of this month will help us identify how we're going to do in the following months. So we made a wick. As of now, we are making a long wick here. If this candle closes below this level, then we can look to continue to push down in the following month. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it as it there, and I'm going to start marking out my chart. So for I'm going to mark this week for the next week, which I can. Um, I hope they will fill the week, and then the next week for the beer, I'm looking for this one and also this one. However, the way the market is moving right now, if there's nothing big that happens, um, in the global market, if the fundamentals remain as they were in the previous week, then we can continue to push up and finally make another all-time highs on US30. So I'm going to mark this resistance here. I'm going to show you just right now. I'm going to mark this resistance, and I'm going to mark two supports. We will narrow it down as we go down to the lower time frame, but as of now I'm going to mark these two. So now we go to the daily time frame. This looks just perfect. I'm going to mark one more resistance at 42,639 to the 670 levels. I'm going to mark this resistance, and I'm going to mark this resistance as well, since we have clean price action on daily time frame. So for support, I'm going to mark this support, and I'm going to mark one more support at 37 to 52 levels. Let's see how it goes. However, I do want to mark one more zone though, and that zone is this one, 40,773 to 800 range. Now we go to 2-hour time frame. We fill the gap, and however, what we are looking, I'm going to, you know, make this zone clear. I move my support to 39,300 to 333, and okay, I'm gonna mark. I have enough range here, so I'm going to mark one more support here and another resistance here. Now, as you can see, the market rejected this zone at 40,000 to 80 to 31 to 311. If any candle closes above, I can look to make to fill this range, since we have just the wicks and clean candles. So the next 4-hour candle on Monday will be very interesting for us to see. And as you can see, we have these rejections, right? And just one candle, when it closed below the rejection, we kept filling the wicks. So this is what you need to remember. And now I'll go down to the 2-hour time frame. 2-hour time frame looks pretty solid. However, I'm just going to move this a bit. And now I'm looking to, my aim will be to close this candle above this resistance level at 40,347 to 378. Then I can aim to first fill the wicks and then fill this range. For the bear, I'm going to mark two zones. For the sells, I'm going to mark one zone at 38,749 to 800, and the other zone I'm going to mark is 38,450. However, I really doubt that we will have such a huge selling coming up in the following week, and yeah, we have NFP coming on, so yeah, anything can happen. NFP coming on this week, so we gotta be really careful. And now I'll go to the 1 hour. In the 1 hour, we have a clean zone here. So I'm going to mark this support. This will be my no trade zone. And along with this support, I'm going to mark one resistance at this level, because if the candle closes above this level, let's see how much range do we have. Yeah, it's 100 plus range. So normally I go for 200, but if we have a strong closure, then I can look for a candle keep pushing up depending on the time and on the session I'm trading. So yeah, that looks pretty solid. Then we go to 30 minutes. Yeah, it pretty much aligns with our trade idea. So this is what I'm gonna move this a bit down here. Yeah, okay, that looks really nice, and I'm gonna move this a little bit up. So for the buys, this is what I'll be looking for. So first of all, as you know that I don't trade during Asian session on Monday, so I'm looking for this low not to be broken, but the create a support here that I'm looking for. Sorry about that. Then I'm looking for buys to reach this level and then this level. Okay, or if I miss this zone and we open with a big gap, in favor of a bearish gap, sorry, bullish gap, somewhere right here, then I'm looking to create a support, and then with the candle with a wick, I'm looking to close at this level, first TP and then 2 TP um, at this resistance. Okay, for the sales, this week I don't think I want to do sales. I didn't trade previous weeks because of the fact my bias is normally bullish on US30, so I didn't feel comfortable, shorting it. But still, if you want to short, you can look for this support to break at 39,747 and 782 levels. Candle closing below this level, then create a resistance, and then you can take a sell. If you see that there's a huge volume in the market, then you can move down to 15 minutes time frame and see how it works for you. And normally I personally believe that it will keep pushing up, and if the market remains the political aspect remains as it was in the previous week, then we can look to keep pushing higher for US30 and all the other indices like US 100 as well. But that's it for now, guys. Trade safe and trade carefully. Protect your capital. Don't gamble. This is a true business. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Yeah, it's subscribe now, don't be late. Gemini Trader dropping knowledge straight.